I wasn't supposed to find out the truth. For most of my life, my mother had already decided who mattered more. It wasn't me. It was my younger sister, Rachel, the golden child, the favorite, the daughter who could do no wrong. And if you've ever felt overlooked by the people who were supposed to love you the most, subscribe and stay with me until the end of this story, because what happened next changed my life forever. My name is Emily. Growing up, I learned there were two sets of rules in our house. Rachel got what she wanted. I got what was left. If Rachel wanted a new bike, Mom bought it. If I needed new shoes, Mom said we couldn't afford them. If Rachel forgot her homework, Mom rushed to school to save her. If I forgot mine, I was told to deal with the consequences. At first, I thought that was normal. I thought maybe I just needed to try harder. So I did. I studied harder, worked harder, stayed out of trouble. But no matter what I achieved, Rachel was always the daughter Mom bragged about. The only person who seemed to notice was my father. Dad never openly argued with Mom, but he always found small ways to show me he cared. He came to every school event. He helped me with college applications. And whenever I felt invisible, he reminded me that my worth wasn't determined by anyone else's opinion. I didn't realize how important those words would become. Then, when I was 27, Dad passed away unexpectedly. The loss shattered me. For weeks, I could barely function. But while I was still grieving, something else was happening. Something I didn't notice at first. Mom and Rachel were already discussing money. 3 weeks after Dad's funeral, Mom invited us both to dinner. Something felt strange. Rachel couldn't stop smiling. Mom looked unusually confident. Halfway through the meal, she placed a thick folder on the table. My stomach dropped. Inheritance documents. Mom calmly explained that she now controlled all of Dad's assets. The house, the investments, the savings. Then she looked at Rachel and smiled. One day, all of this will belong to you. I waited for her to mention me. She never did. Instead, she looked at me and said something that hurt more than I expected. Emily has always been independent. She doesn't need help. I sat there speechless, not because I wanted money, but because, in that moment, I realized my mother had already written me out of her future. I left dinner early and cried the entire drive home. But I thought that was the worst thing that could happen. I was wrong. Over the next few weeks, Rachel's life suddenly became much more expensive. Designer handbags, luxury vacations, a brand new SUV. Every day she posted another photo online. Every day felt like another reminder that I didn't matter. Then, one afternoon, my phone rang. The number was unfamiliar. I almost ignored it, but something told me to answer. Hello? The voice on the other end sounded professional. Is this Emily Parker? Yes. My name is Michael Harrison. I'm the manager of First National Bank. A bank manager? Why would a bank manager be calling me? Then he said something that made my heart race. Miss Parker, there's an important matter involving an account connected to your family. We need you to come in as soon as possible. I asked what was happening, but he refused to explain over the phone. That night, I barely slept. I imagined every possible scenario: debt, fraud, identity theft. The next morning, I drove straight to the bank. Mr. Harrison met me personally and escorted me into a private office. Then he placed a thick file on the desk. What is this? I asked. His expression changed. You really don't know? I shook my head. Then he opened the file. The moment I saw my name printed across dozens of documents, my heart nearly stopped. I stared at the pages. This can't be right. "It is," he replied. Then he showed me the account balance. I couldn't believe my eyes. There was more money in that account than I had ever seen in my life. My hands started shaking. "Whose account is this?" Mr. Harrison looked directly at me. "It's yours." The room felt like it was spinning. "Mine? How?" I had never opened an account like that. Then he handed me a sealed envelope. The moment I saw the handwriting, tears filled my eyes. It was Dad's. My hands trembled as I opened the letter. The first sentence shattered me. "Emily, if you're reading this, then I'm no longer here to protect you." I immediately started crying. Dad explained everything. He had seen how differently Mom treated us. He had noticed every birthday, every Christmas, every disappointment, every sacrifice. He knew I was always being overlooked, and he worried about what would happen after he was gone. So years earlier, he quietly opened a protected account in my name. One that nobody could touch except me. Not Mom, not Rachel, only me. But that wasn't all. Attached to the account was an investment property Dad had purchased years ago. Over time, it had grown tremendously in value. The combined assets were worth more than $1 million. I sat there stunned, not because of the money, because for the first time in my life, I realized someone had truly seen me. Someone had understood exactly what I had been going through. A week later, Mom found out, and suddenly, she wanted to talk. For the first time in years, she asked if we could meet. When I arrived, Rachel was sitting beside her. Both looked nervous. Mom got straight to the point. "Is it true?" I nodded. The room fell silent. Then Rachel asked, "Why didn't Dad tell us?" The answer was obvious. Dad knew exactly what would happen if he didn't protect me. Mom started talking about family, about sharing, about helping each other. But something inside me had changed. For years, I had spent my life trying to earn their approval, trying to prove I was worthy of love. And sitting there, I finally understood something. Love isn't something you earn. Real love is given freely. The kind of love Dad gave me. I didn't argue. I didn't yell. I simply stood up. I wished them both well, and I walked away. Months later, I used part of the money to start a new chapter of my life. But the most valuable thing Dad left me wasn't the account. It wasn't the property. It wasn't the inheritance. It was the letter. Every year on his birthday, I still read it. And every year, I cry at the same sentence. If you're reading this, then I'm no longer here to protect you. Because the truth is, he was wrong. Even after he was gone, he still protected me. Not with money, not with property, but with something far more important. The certainty that I was loved. The certainty that I mattered. And after spending a lifetime feeling invisible, that was worth more than any fortune in the world. My mother gave everything to her golden child, but my father gave me what I had been searching for my entire life, proof that I was never forgotten. Months later, I used part of the money to start a new chapter of my life. I moved into a small home of my own. Not a mansion, not a luxury estate, just a place where I finally felt at peace. For the first time in my life, I wasn't trying to earn someone's approval. I wasn't trying to compete with Rachel. I wasn't trying to prove my worth to my mother. I was finally free. But the most valuable thing Dad left me wasn't the money. It wasn't the property. And it wasn't the inheritance. It was the letter. Every year on Dad's birthday, I sit alone with a cup of coffee and read those same words again. If you're reading this, then I'm no longer here to protect you. And every single time, I cry. Because the truth is, he was wrong. Even after he was gone, he never stopped protecting me. Not through money, not through investments, not through property, but through love. The kind of love that expects nothing in return. The kind of love that sees you when everyone else overlooks you. The kind of love every child deserves. For years, I thought my mother's rejection defined my value. I thought being the forgotten daughter meant I wasn't enough. But Dad's letter taught me something I'll never forget. The way someone treats you does not determine your worth. And being overlooked doesn't mean you're unimportant. Sometimes the people who love you most are quietly protecting you in ways you'll never understand until they're gone. My mother gave everything to her golden child, but my father gave me something far more valuable: the certainty that I mattered, the certainty that I was loved. And after spending a lifetime feeling invisible, that was worth more than any fortune in the world. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, you don't need someone's approval to know your value. Sometimes, the people who truly love you have been showing you your worth all along. Thank you for listening.